we respect each other's roles and sort of the lines in the sand, I think is a really important aspect. And I think you have to play that out a bit as well. I see my role isn't just to manage the organisation, but to really support the board to be the best it can possibly be. So I think that works. In terms of the personal relationship, I think it is really that it has to have some fun in it as well.
True.
In that actually we meet in person like once every month. And that to me is a vital aspect of it. It's my protected space. I actually look forward to that time because I know it's where I get my sort of like injection of input. But actually it's the ability to actually sometimes really sort of think about things from different angles and actually, have some humour in that as well. And there isn't a lot of humour in all the roles we have. So, and I think that's the type of thing is that we're bringing our best selves and our genuine selves to that. And I think that works really well for me.
And boundaries are absolutely important. And, the discussions that we have, as I say, we don't always agree on things. But we've got the ability to have a good debate. We listen to each other, reflect, and then we'll move on to in the right direction usually.
And I think just on that, we've learned how to manage the relationship as that, and that's been through some times where we haven't quite got it right, that we've used that as a really valuable learning opportunity. Sometimes not immediately, but actually we've been able to come back and then just explore that. How was that from both parties? And then sort of agree how we take that forward. So it's like, it's the value of it's better to have picked up the phone, to have had the conversation, as opposed to putting things in an email. Is one of the important things.
Absolutely.
And I think that it's that person-to-person relationship you build. And I think that's true of any sort of like really sort of mature and sort of like, how good leadership works across. But it's known that we don't always get it right the first time, but our intentions are really strong and very sort of based in sort of the values we're both trying to achieve. So, yeah.
And Neil has been massively supportive of me in my role, as he sort of said earlier, leading the board can be tricky. Stewardship is tricky. You've got to lead in an authentic way, but you've got to be curious, you've got to be bold, and making the right decisions at the right time for an organisation. We've got scarce resources, so the choices the board makes are really, really tricky. And we've got to get that right. And I do believe the partnership between Neil and myself and the board and the C-suite generally means that we've got some really strong governance in this organisation.
Yeah, and as we move forward for the new chair that will join us, that we haven't finished all the work. There is so much more to do.
There is.
In terms of governance, we've got a maturity matrix. We're continually trying to improve how we do things, and they will take over that piece of work. But more the fact that there are going to be some big decisions in the years ahead, and I think that we really, Pauline will hand over that baton in a really strong place. But actually what I'd look forward to is actually really having that sort of really good relationship to think about some of the big decisions we'll need to make. And that's our roles really, isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes it's making they're not the easy decisions, but we're making them in the best interests and with the right values.
Yeah. So. And it'll be a great role for the next chair to step into. It really, really will.